Tommy Cutlets has taken over New York City, and no one's been covering him, just like Steve Serby for the New York Post. And I want to talk to him about the legend of Tommy DeVito right now. Steve, how's it going, man?
What a great story, huh? I've spent more time in Cedar Grove, New Jersey in the last few weeks than I have in my own Bayside apartment. But it's just tremendous. Look, the Giants and Jets have not exactly given us a scintillating football season. But here comes Tommy Cutlets. It's more than we could ask for, right? It's everything that everyone who loves underdogs and an underdog story could wish for. And I don't know too many people that aren't rooting for Tommy Cutlets, especially in Cedar Grove, and especially probably in Italy, I would think.
I think he has all North New Jersey right now on his side. Listen, I want to start off, Steve. You were there at the tailgate before Monday night's game against the Packers. Tommy DeVito's family has a tailgate set up, handing out chicken cutlets, pasta, an entire smorgasbord. We had video of this. It was awesome, went viral. And then the story evolved even more
Would
that
you like a
night.
cutlet? Would you like one?
Listen, I love chicken cutlets, and even for me, that brought me back to my childhood of just the big pasta feast and Italian feast used to grow up eating. But it was something to see. So, what more can you say about his family and them taking on a little bit of the bravado and the fame and embracing this entire situation right now?
Well, his mother's the one that makes the cutlets. She will not give out her recipe. It's a secret. Can't say that I blame her. But it was cold and windy, and there were about, I would say, 300 people in the parking lot at MetLife. And you had all the cutlets, you had the sausage and peppers, baked ziti, rice balls, and me, like an idiot, I ate right before that, and I didn't even partake. But they were so gracious. His father, Tom Sr., his mother, Lexi, his agent, Sean Stellato, who's a character in his own right. It's just a tremendous story. And then what does the kid do? He wins the game in the last seconds with a minute 33 to go, marches the team down the field, a total gamer, ice in his veins. It's like he was born for that moment. The kid from Don Bosco Prep, who transferred from Syracuse, went to Illinois, went undrafted. A lot of teams blew it. But kudos to the Giants for signing him to a free agent contract. And the kid makes 44 grand a game, which is peanuts in the NFL, but he gets to live at home. He gets to have his mother's cutlets. His mother does his laundry. What a story. What a story.
What a story. And there's so many layers to this, right? You talk about, oh, whatever this is after each touchdown. You talk about the agent kissing his father kissing the brother, all in the stands, the Monday Night Football crew talking about the DeVito family. But obviously, like you said, you were there, they were there in the tailgate, and it's just such a cool thing, and I think community thing to see them embracing that and embracing the Italian, whatever you want to say, stereotypes, but they're all about it. So, like you said, going into the game though, how impressed were you in the fact that Tommy DeVito, previously played the Commanders, put up some decent numbers, but he's won 3 games now in a row. So what does that say about him and what he's been able to do to now string a couple of wins together and still being himself? It seems like he's still that guy of, yeah, I'm still Tommy DeVito. I'm always gonna have a smile on my face. At the moment's never too big, and the coach trusts me and he puts me in those situations. So what do you think of it, Steve, when you see how it's playing out right now with Tommy DeVito in the actual games themselves?
Well, his father told him before the game, rally the troops, because that's what true leaders do. And boy, he looked like a true leader that night, didn't he? On Monday night against the Packers, America met Tommy Cutlets that night for the first time. New Jersey knew him well. Now America knows him. And um, the kid just has uncommon poise. He's comfortable in his own skin. He believes in himself when nobody believed in him. And now he's avoiding sacks. He's not turning the ball over. You can see he's got a good arm. And his father, who trained him since he was 5 years old, said that he had that kind of arm early on. And the kid was born to be a quarterback, starting off with the Cedar Grove Junior Panthers, and now he's with the New York Football Giants. Amazing. But the kid has a lot of moxie, and his teammates love him. His teammates don't think it's a fairy tale. His teammates think this kid can play. Now, I don't know whether he's going to be anything more than a career backup. Again, you don't know. You see Zach Wilson drafted second overall in the NFL draft, and he hasn't done what this kid's done. So quarterback evaluations are horrific in many cases. And boy, the NFL blew it on Tommy DeVito. But and he uses his legs. He can escape. Yeah. He can escape and help his offensive line by using his legs. He's athletic enough, and they win in New Orleans on Sunday. That's 4 in a row, and they're still breathing a faint playoff breath. But he has juiced the entire organization without a doubt. And kudos to him. Kudos to his agent, whose idol was Doug Flutie growing up from Salem, Mass. He's from Salem, Mass. Like you said, he embraces the Italian heritage. His parents came over from Italy. He's been an NFL agent for 21 years, I believe. He loves the game of football. He's got 4 daughters. He had dyslexia as a child. He overcame that. So you've got the agent who's overcome all odds, and now you've got his client, Tommy Cutlets, who's overcome all odds. And let's face it, what do you think of the way this agent dressed? Pretty impressive.
It was very impressive. He's a sharp looking guy. I mean, he went viral Monday night. Obviously, the DeVito story was gaining steam going into Monday night, and it took full force. But his agent really took center stage, I think, for a little bit there. When you talk about pregame, a Monday night countdown, they show him. He's got the top hat, he's got the suit, he's on the cell phone, and all the memes are coming out about him. But you spoke to him, so is that your biggest takeaway? He is authentic in who he is. In Tommy DeVito's agent, that is who you see in the stands, on the sideline. That's what you're getting with Tommy DeVito's agent.
Yeah, well, what you see is what you get from him, and what you see is what you get from Tommy DeVito. They're, like, as I said, they're comfortable in their own skin. They're proud of their Italian heritage, and they're living the dream right now. And I mean, who knows when this stream is going to end? But for now, the agent is being inducted in Chicago on Sunday into the the National Italian American Hall of Fame, and Tommy DeVito is getting an award as Rookie of the Year, Italian American Rookie of the Year. So, what's better than that, boy? They shouldn't bother pinching themselves, man. Who wants to wake up?
No, I don't blame him. And Steve, the last thing I want to talk to you about is DeVito won NFC Player of the Week this week. Talked about it 3 in a row. You talked about the keys to him of scrambling out of pressure, being able to move with his legs, and being able to operate this offense a little bit. So for you, let's say, and this is the fickle nature of this season for the Giants right now. They went into Monday night. They lose that game. They're picking 4th. They win the game. They're now looking at possible playoff spot here. Only one game out of the wild card. So how are you looking at this for the rest of the season? Is it realistic to think the Giants, and led by Tommy DeVito, can actually go to the playoffs this year?
No, because they've got 2 games with the Eagles. No matter who's quarterbacking the Giants have certainly not closed the gap on the Eagles or the Cowboys. So the dream is going to end, but Tommy DeVito has created a story that allows Giant fans not to freak out about losing out maybe on one of those elite quarterbacks in the NFL draft. I think it's such a fun story that they would rather see Tommy DeVito do what Tommy DeVito does and win games, as many as he possibly can, than worry so much about which quarterback might be available in the first round of the NFL draft. So Yeah, at first, I think Giant fans would have preferred their team just tank, or which the Giants will never do. But I think they were rooting for a high draft position, and some of them still are. But I think a majority of them now are captivated by what Tommy DeVito has done and would like to see this magic carpet ride continue.
Well, we're hoping to see this magic carpet ride continue this Sunday against the New Orleans Saints in a game that could beat the Saints. Derek Carr's not played well, obviously, and he's banged up.
Yeah, the
But
Saints
Steve,
are no great Saints are no great shakes. And by the way, Tommy DeVito at the Wednesday meeting, Brian Daboll announced that he was NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and his teammates clapped for him. How great is that? How neat is that? And Tommy said, "Well, no big deal. Basically, he's more concerned with beating the Saints than he is personal awards, and that gives him some even more respect in that locker room, because he doesn't come off as it's all about him. It's about the team with Tommy DeVito. It's about his teammates. It's about earning respect of his teammates, and he's done all that.
yeah, he certainly has, like you said, that moxie and that charisma and the respect of his teammates, which is a huge thing as a rookie. But like I said, Steve, we'll see if this show can continue, and we appreciate you just giving us a couple minutes and breaking down this entire Tommy DeVito saga, and we'll see if the Magic Carpet Ride can continue this weekend.
He reminds me so much of you, Ryan. Nothing rattles him. Nothing.
Well, I don't know about that one, but I appreciate you, Steve.
Here's a cutlet for you. I'm going to have it right now in honor of Tommy DeVito.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Ryan.